This is Let Your Voice Be Heard right here on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. And we are back. This is Let Your Voice Be Heard right here on
90.3 FM, WHCR, the voice of Harlem. And if you are just tuning in, this is Stanley Fritz here with Selena Hill, Alyssa Fuchs, and Jackie Cohen. And we just finished discussing feminism and intersectionality. This is now the News Roundup, where we talk about your favorite news stories throughout the week, including things that made you laugh, cry, flip a table, scratch your head, or binge drink some whiskey and or Hennessy. And vodka. Right now, I am not drinking either, but vodka may be on the table later because Bottomless Brunch is right down the block.
Oh my God, I can't even think about vodka. But you know what I can think about?
More vodka?
No, I can think about morons that get elected. Because we have so many of them. I'll give you two examples. These are both from this week alone. The first one is Jim Inhofe, who is he's the head of like the science committee. He is adamantly a non-believer in global climate change.
So he's adamantly a non-believer in science.
Exactly.
Despite
his position as being head of the science committee. So today, this week, he decided to bring a snowball to Congress to show that global climate change was not a thing, which, you know, if you talk to any science, they'll tell you that weather and climate are two different things. It's really, really simple. Weather is what you see outside every day. Climate is the aggregation of weather data over a long period of time. So having a snowball tells you absolutely nothing about global climate change. So idiot number one. But idiot number two has him beat, which is this moron coming out of, I think it's Iowa, Vito Barberi, during a hearing. He asked a gynecologist that whether or not a woman could swallow a pill that had a camera in it, like they used to check out your gastrointestinal tract, in order to see into her uterus. And the gynecologist had to tell him that the uterus in the stomach are like not connected. Okay. That's not a thing.
This is biology 101.
Basic biology.
I mean, wow.
And these are lawmakers who make policy on science and on women's rights. So getting back to another aspect of women's rights that we did not discuss at all during our first segment, we have men that legislate women's rights issues, and they have to ask doctors whether or not a woman's uterus can be seen if she swallows a pill with a camera.
You know, I mean, as scary as those comments are, especially because they're coming from elected officials, even though that is scary, what's even scarier to me is the people who are electing them and into office, basically. I mean, what does that say about, I would say us, but not really me.
Like kind of
like
our
them.
fault, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's not really, you want to blame voters at some point, but on the other hand, I mean, these are people that are fierce advocates. It's not even like they're acknowledging that they have no knowledge on a certain subject, that they're not going to legislate on it. They want to make these decisions. They're going out there and they are, you know, trying to persuade their fellow lawmakers, and they're really advocating for these idiotic ideas and bills because it gets them notoriety.
Right. No, that's so true. And unfortunately, we have to deal with that as we watch the media and our elected officials say about
dresses.
Right, and then talk about dresses. I mean, honestly, everyone, I don't know if you guys were on Twitter this past weekend, but the dress hashtag has been buzzing. And I want to say that, it's a picture.
It's blue and black.
It's either blue and black, but some people see it as white and gold.
Because they're racist.
I spent some time looking at it, and then I researched, and I was like, what was interesting is the fact that people could see it these two different ways and how the brain sort of picks up colors and perceives things. I wish I could see it as white and gold. I didn't.
According to Jet Magazine, people who saw it as white and gold are stupid.
You need
Well,
you need to stop.
Don't debate me.
According to the
Stop saying that about Jet.
internet and e-cards, which I sent to you and I sent to Selena, the dress is the closest thing we'll get to having a meaningful conversation about color in this.
And we're gonna post that on our Instagram page, BeHeard_radio.
Can I just bring up one more news story, guys? I want to talk about the llama that went on a loose in Arizona. There was a black and white llama on a loose, and Fox News had a headline that said "Black llama convicted, white llama still free."
Let's shoot it.
Yes,
that's what Fox News
and
was
then
saying.
There was a video
They did not
on
say
Twitter
that.
because Black Twitter is the bomb diggity, and you saw a guy walking the black llama, and it said when your white coworker tries to touch your hair, and the guy touched a black llama and he sprinted away. And that was the best thing in the world.
Wow.
This is why you guys need to step your Twitter games up. I'm tweeting by myself all the time. Where are you, Selena?
What do you mean? You
Selena
said you guys.
Hill
Why
does
are you
not care
calling
about
out?
Black Twitter.
Really quick, my mom just texted me. She saw white and gold.
Hi, Mommy.
You're wrong.
Well, we
You're
have
wrong,
at least one
Elisa.
other person that's
My
seen
mom
it
just said white and gold.
White and gold. But on that note, we are going to wrap up the news roundup. But we are going to move straight into, after our quick little break.
I don't know, Stanley, did you want to go on a break?
I don't know, Stanley. Did you want to engineer a break?
I did not, but you know what? Since she is peer pressuring me to go on a break.
I am. We will take a quick break, and then when we come back, we have a very special guest in studio with us. As we introduced earlier in the show, her name is Lisa King. She has this great book out, and we'll speak more about it right after this very, very quick break. Don't go anywhere.
She go low, my beat low, my bass low.
We are back